let's move on to the next one, Rayhan, which is talking about retail. I'm sure, particularly in the UAE, I'm sure almost every practice will have some retail clients. Now,
Yep.
when we're thinking about retail, right, there's going to be two main areas that come into mind. You're going to need a POS system of some kind. And these days you get these nice little tablets. So it could be an iPad, it could be it could just be a laptop, it could be a mobile phone. Sometimes I've seen kind of restaurants and cafes walk around with little mobile phones and taking orders on them, which is brilliant. So there is tech to help with that. Now, within electronic POS software, you can manage all your products and services. You can summarize your daily sales and integrate them with your accounting software. So again, this kind of saves that manual step of having to download all your transactions at the end of the day, maybe even write them up, put them in Excel, and then upload them somehow into your accounting software or type them up, heaven forbid. And not only that, it also allows you to consolidate some of these data, summarize it up so that you're not pushing through every single packet of chewing gum and packet of crisps or whatever it might be going into your accounting software. Where appropriate, you can summarize lots of these transactions and push them through as literally daily sales as one figure if it's appropriate to do so. So that not only stops you outgrowing your accounting software, but it just makes things a lot more manageable. And if you ever need the detail, it's always there in the POS system software as well. So you get the best of both worlds. Then we've got inventory management is the other area that comes in for retail. So let's say you've got a shoe retailer. You're going to need a POS system there, but then they want that to talk to an inventory management system that tells them that they're running out of size 7 Reeboks, right? Or size 11 Nike Air Jordans, whatever it might be. Having a system in place that can notify you that these things are running out and that you need to replace them, but also that it talks to your accounting software is great. And you can use different types of ways of managing stock, whether it's last in, first out and first in, first out. Now, and you can also, if you deal with perishables, there's also ways about keeping expiry dates in place and tracking all of them and knowing when you need to replace those kind of things. So the levels of complexity when it comes to retail businesses often leads them actually to going towards bigger ERP solutions. But half the time they don't need that. Actually, you can have a really good combination of an SME cloud accounting solution with one of the inventory apps in the ecosystem, and it's more than sufficient. And it will not only be more than sufficient, it will have a really nice experience. You've got the best of breed in both worlds, and you save yourself a ton of money because ERP solutions can be very expensive for a small or medium-sized business. Let's go to the next one, which is property management. This is like my old world before I was even at Xero. So property management solutions can be really helpful to both landlords and property investors, both on the residential and the commercial side. So the kind of things that you can expect to help you with is managing your leases, whether you do your acquisitions and disposals. It can notify you when rent reviews are due, for example. You can also then create the invoices, receive payments. There's also almost always a facilities management element. So let's say you've got a block of flats and a light bulb goes or whatever it is, or the air conditioning is not working. There's solutions out there that can help you actually raise a ticket for these things and have someone sent across, which works with the properties, and you can define the properties and everything else like that. And then you can send quotes out. We can then raise the invoices all through the same platform. You can then have tenant portals as well, so that let's say your tenants, if it is residential, can actually go through and maybe use local concierge services or pay their invoices, pay their rent, etc. online and that kind of thing. And all of this again integrates with your accounting software so that those invoices, those financial transactions, whether they're invoices or receipts or bills or whatever they might be, are fully synchronized with your accounting software. Again, removing that manual element that can just cause errors. It also slows you down significantly. Now, on the e-commerce side of things, this will be like online retailers. So you could set up your online presence with a platform such as Shopify or WooCommerce or Amazon, the really common ones. On there, you'll maintain your product and services catalog. You can set up payment gateways. And again, the key element here is having that integrated with your accounting software so you can push through your sales into there. Rayhan, have you got many kind of online retailers that are clients of yours that kind of benefit from these?
Yes, because obviously we specialize in Xero. Most of our clients, they use Shopify as their e-commerce store. But the good thing about e-commerce Shopify is you can also use it for online store as well. So you have a Shopify POS that a lot of clients use as well.
Yeah.
And we've had clients that have used WooCommerce and even Magento, but from a data point of view, from an ease of use point of view, Shopify, we recommend that the most whenever we have a client that comes in and wants to set up an e-commerce store.
Right, and that's the key thing here, is that there are lots of solutions out there and every business is different. And if you have something already embedded in your business, there is a very good chance that it can also integrate with your accounting software. And if you're not doing that at the moment, then you're missing a real trick, because not having that means that you're likely having to manually intervene at some point. And that's just time that you don't need. And it also increases the potential for there to be errors and the loss of data integrity there.
Yeah. The only other thing I'd like to add is there's a lot of our clients who use Shopify for inventory. And as you touched upon earlier, for retail, you have an inventory management solution that kind of sits in the hub of your accounting software, POS system, Shopify as well. And from my experience and from what I've seen from clients, we do always recommend that they do use an inventory system, because Shopify cannot do what a fully fledged inventory system can do. Like what you said, your Reebok size 7s are running out. Can I get a notification? And so there is a lot of scope within e-commerce that you can really improve processes, and you can have a group of apps, which is just as good, if not better than an ERP, a fully fledged ERP system. And you can save a lot of money by having those one or two different apps connected to each other as well.